Hello everyone, this is the Rotting Corpse, and today I'll be showing you how to get your Thorium Brotherhood reputation all the way up to exalted. To start off, you'll want to go to the Eastern Kingdoms, as I marked on the map in the background. Once you're in the Eastern Kingdoms, you'll want to go to the area that I marked, which are two leveling zones named the Searing Gorge and the Badlands. You'll want to start off at the Badlands. The Badlands is the one on the right. Once you're in the Badlands, there are two different starting points for either the Alliance or the Horde. I've marked the two areas with a red circle for the Horde starting point and a blue circle for the Alliance starting point. If you're a Horde, then you'll want to talk to Aiden Summerwind, which is a male blood elf in the town of New Kargath. If you're an Alliance, you'll want to talk to Victoria Dolan, which is a human female in Dragon's Mouth. Those two will give you the same quest, namely, to the aid of the Thorium Brotherhood. For this quest, you'll have to speak to Jack Rolag at the Thorium Advanced in the Searing Gorge, which I marked on the map. Once you're at the Thorium Advanced, you'll want to hand in your quest and accept every quest possible, even the one Lunk offers you, even though he's not marked as a Thorium Brotherhood character. Once you've accepted the quests, you'll want to go to the Grimsil dig site, which is a little to the south. You'll have to kill some Dark Iron Dwarfs and your first mini-boss. It's not a hard one, so don't worry. You'll have to kill some War Golems as well and retrieve some items. Once you're finished, you'll want to return to the Thorium Advance and hand in all your quests. Bunk will run away because he's mad at you for killing things. Accept all the new quests and head south. Once you've arrived at the area that I marked on the map, you'll have to kill a boss named Margol the Rager. It's your first kind of challenging boss, although it's not hard. Next up, you'll want to go to the Cauldron. The Cauldron is a big cliff in the middle of the gorge. Once you're there, you'll want to kill some Dark Irons so that a boss spawns. The amount of dwarves you've got to kill differs between about 2 to 3 to about 20 to 30. On the first character I did this with, I only had to kill 2 Dark Irons, but on the one you're seeing right now in the back, I had to kill around 10 to 15. You'll recognize the boss easily because he's riding a ram and he's saying the following sentences. At first he says, "What in hell's name is going on out there?" And at second he says, "So you're the one causing all the ruckus." Once you've killed him, don't leave immediately because he drops something that isn't loot. When he dies, an object appears next to him. It's the burning amber. You'll have to use it to obtain it, and then you're free to leave. Next up, you'll have to collect some ash chickens. It's easy to collect them because you don't dismount when obtaining them, so you can just ride around and obtain the chickens. Once you're done, you'll want to get some glass web venom. It's an object that the spiders around the Searing Gorge in the areas I've marked on the map drop. But once you've killed one, Lunk will appear, and he'll be mad at you for killing things again. He offers you a quest and you've got to accept it. Now, when you attack a spider and it's almost dead, Lunk will jump on it and ride it. It may seem a little ridiculous, but it's quite fun to look at. And he gives you 2 glassweb venom instead of the usual one you'd get from killing it. To obtain those 2 glassweb venoms, you've got to use on Lunk's belly. But watch out, don't attack another spider before you've gathered the venom from Lunk's belly, because it will disappear. Now the black area is more favorable because there are more chickens and more spiders. But if the place is crowded or anything, or there are other people questing, then you can always go to the white area, because there are enough chickens and spiders as well. Once you've completed all these quests and handed them in, you'll have to go to the Thorium Point, which is all the way up north in the Searing Gorge. You can either fly there or just ride there, but you'll have to go around the Cauldron, and it's quite a walk. Once you're at the Thorium Point, hand in your quest and accept any quest you can. Now be sure to take all quests, because it's easy to look over one, because there are quite a few. Quests that are the closest to the Thorium Points are the 2 wherein you'll have to get some elemental stuff. For one of the quests you'll have to get the bindings of some raging elemental, and for another one you'll have to take samples from magma or fire elementals. I've marked the areas with a black triangle. For the bindings you'll just have to kill the boss, and he can be in either one of those magma pools. But for the other quests you'll have to use an item you've gained on the elementals. So watch out, don't kill the elementals, because once you've killed them you can't use the item on them anymore. Up next you've got to kill some lava spiders. The lava spiders live in the areas that are marked with red. Once you're finished you want to go to the white square. Once you're there you've got to kill some war golems and obtain some items from dark irons. Once you've killed a dark iron, Lunk will appear again and has another quest for you. Now in this quest it's the same principle. You kill the dark iron for half of its life and then Lunk will go sit on it. It's quite funny to see. And when he's done sitting, the dark iron will disappear and you will gain the items. Now that you've completed all those quests, you'll want to turn back to the thorium point and hand them all in. Next up you've got to kill some twilights. Once you've accepted all those quests, go to the area on the map that are marked with an exclamation mark. You'll find a night elf trapped in a cage. Talk with him and you'll gain a quest. For this quest you just have to talk to him again and hear his story. Once you completed this quest, he'll give you another one. For this quest you've got to use an object down below that is next to a cave. This quest is optional and you will gain no reputation for it, but you will get a nice stamina buff, so it's useful for if you're a lower level player. For the other quests you've got to kill some twilights and obtain their colors. And you have to kill 3 mini bosses and gain their kind of orb thingies. The twilights live in the cave you just went to and on top of the mountain that the night elf was on. Now I've marked the area in which you can kill the twilights, and the dots represent the mini bosses. So there are 2 in the cave and 1 close by the night elf you just helped. Once you've gained all the orbs, you gotta use on one of them and you'll gain 3 orbs combined. Then you have to return to the thorium point and hand in all your quests. Once you're done with handing in all your quests, Oilfist will ask you to talk with Mountain Lord Randon and see if he wants to join the Thorium Brotherhood. The Mountain Lord is willing to help, but everything has a price. He wants you to ignite some towers that try to top his tower, obtain some bullets and kill some marksmen, and a woman down below wants you to get some gizzards from dinosaur-like beasts. I've marked the towers with white arrows, and in the video you'll see that I forget to ignite one and I have to come back later. The marksmen and the bullets are obtainable in the red area and the gizzards are obtainable in the yellow area. Once you've completed all those quests, the Mountain Lord will act all like, "Oh, did I promise I'd help you if you do those things?" Well, no. So he doesn't want to help you. But then there's Lunk, who comes to the rescue. Lunk tells you the Mountain Lord really likes dancing, because as you can see there are quite some dwarven females that are dancing around him. So you've got to gather some guards and make them dance. It's really easy, you just got to talk to the guards. You'll have to gather 3 and then talk with the Mountain Lord again, and he'll be astonished and he's like, "Whoa, if I knew you had moves like that, I would have helped immediately. Woo!" Now he's willing to help you, and you've got to return to Oilfist. He'll give you the next quest, and you'll have to talk to your Flight Master. So the Horde will have to talk to the Horde Flight Master, the Alliance with the Alliance Flight Master. You get to fly in a helicopter, and you've got to shoot down some dwarves that are coming out of the cauldron. But you don't actually have to shoot them, because in the video you'll see I didn't shoot a single one of them because I was taking a piss, and I still could continue. Now you're in the slag pit, and Mountain Lord Randon will be waiting for you just down the hallway. You'll have to kill some slaves or talk to them and get them free. You have to kill some slave drivers and kill a boss, an elemental. Now for the slaves, you can talk to them and they'll either come with you or attack you because they're crazy. But you don't really have to talk to them, you can just kill them immediately as well. Just follow the route that I walked and you'll get there as quick as possible. After killing the boss, you've got to go upstairs and talk to this lady, who will give you a quest. For this quest, you'll have to remove some pillows from the sleeping quarters of the Dark Iron Dwarves. Just click on the pillows and you'll remove them. Every once in a while, a group of sleepy Dark Iron will come in, but they're really easy to kill. Although they're not that low of a level, they are very low on health. Once you've removed all those pillows, you'll have to talk to Taskmaster Scrange. He'll ask you to kill the Taskmaster of the Slag Pit. He's talking with a Twilight missionary on a balcony just around the corner. Now it's time to meet up with Oilfist again. He's downstairs trying to fight off some elementals. You got to help him by killing some of those elementals. Now it's time to kick the butt of Archduke Calcinder. He's a servant of Ragnaros, and he's not killable, because if you kill him he will just reignite and live another day. So you got to banish him with the 3 orbs you gained earlier from the Twilights in the cave. Now you gotta meet up with Oilfist again and tell him about your success. Oilfist won't be in the cave anymore, so you gotta return to the Thorium point. You can either Hearthstone out or walk all the way back. Now, by the way, if you're a lower level, Lunk is waiting for you on top of the tower, and he'll give you a trinket, and it's pretty good. It gives 11 stamina, and if you use it, you'll gain 500 health immediately. You'll be halfway revert, and you won't be able to do any more quests that give Thorium Brotherhood experience, except for 2. Now for those 2 repeatable quests, you'll have to talk to Master Smith Burninade. He's an NPC in the at the Thorium point. He'll give you 2 quests, either gaining acceptance or gaining even more acceptance. For the first one, you'll have to hand in 4 Dark Iron residue, and for gaining even more acceptance, you'll have to hand in 100 Dark Iron residue. For the first one, you'll gain 60 reputation, and for the second one you'll gain 1650 reputation. You can either get the Dark Iron residue off the auction house or get it yourself at the Blackrock Depths. Stacks of 100 will differ between 2 gold and 20 gold in the auction house depending on your realm. Now I couldn't get any on my realm because no one was selling it, so I had to get some myself. The best place to farm the Dark Iron residue in the Blackrock Depths is the Grim Gruzzler. All the NPCs can drop a little residue, and you'll get about 90 to 110 in just the Grim Gruzzler. Now, on my main, I completely cleaned all of the Blackrock Depths, and I gained this many stacks. So it was 7 and a little stacks. You'll need about 7 to 8 stacks to get from halfway revert to exalted. Just hand them in at the Thorium point, and there you go, excel with Thorium Brotherhood. The only use for this is for getting the enchant mats, which are for sale in the Grim Gruzzler in the Blackrock Depths, and the blacksmithing mats, and for a guild achievement in which you've got to get excelled with a lot of factions.